It'll be very, very hard to disengage from them, but I don't know other than that. So basically, they have to win fights in order for their strategies to come online.
Yeah, that's always the case when you pick a Slock, though. He's not great at pushing.
Oh, well, as we find ourselves loading into this situation. So, your prediction, you're leaning towards a Exdee win here.
Yeah, I'd say 55-60 Exdee.
All right. So, we find ourselves starting off with South African Dota. Yes. Yep. It isn't an SA game unless you're pausing. All right, well, we might as well take this time to walk through our characters quickly. We have Mr. The Sea Beats You on our Slock. He's going to be going the safe lane. Fuck damage, playing the Viper. We've seen this one before. He's going to be our mid lane today for the side of Murloc. Chax, playing our Sand King. Mr. Fling Flang, playing Morana. Bit of an interesting name there. And last, we have Imbanoob on the Ogre Major. I think he's probably going to be the one going back down to bottom lane to help out the Slock, unless they decide to run an aggressive try, but it would be very unusual, I think. And on the opposite side, we have Mr. Remedy on the carry Juggernaut. Mid lane will be Mr. Berend Biceps on the Void Spirit. Rosse will be playing our Windrunner mid. And with Ski Hound on the Rubik. And last but not least, B on our... blank there. Grimstrike. Excuse me.
Yeah. Looking at the item builds, it looks like Void Spirit is the off lane.
Is that okay? Well, we have ourselves a bit of a good old smoke wrap around here. Looking like they should be going on to Chax here. He's going to be the first person in the line of duty. And there with the Ink Swell combined with the... the arrow out of nowhere manages to save him for a little bit longer, but there's the spin. One or two more attacks. Oh my goodness, but there's manages to get one last attack out of Ski Hound there, and now Murloc just turn and run. That was almost a beautiful survival there.
Of cooldown that can carry on.
Here comes the Spirit. One or two more scissors, and there goes the power shot. We'll be able to bring them two from that smoke. And they will be getting the one bounty rune. So they trade the two. Did they get the two?
Yep. Slock is getting both bounty runes.
Right. Oh, okay. Sorry. So, who did they go to? It was 2-2. It was 2-2. Okay. 2-2, I'm blanking. Okay. It's gonna be a long night. All right.
I apologize for my co-caster's retardation.
Oh, yes. So, do you have yourself a lane here that you think is going to be particularly difficult in one direction or the other?
Juggernaut, Grimstrike.
Farko taking a lot of damage on the tower here for no reason, but so the Grimstrike Juggernaut lane you reckon is going to be the one to watch out for. Well, anytime you have Juggernaut in lane with the Blade Fury, you're going to have yourself a few extra kills, I suppose.
Yeah. Also with the Inkswell, it's just a disgusting combination because it does damage all the way up to the stun.
Yeah, sure. You find a B and Fling Fling having a good old-fashioned whack 'em up in this top jungle.
Yeah. Nothing too exciting.
No, not just yet, but Remedy is being very, very aggressive in his positioning early on here. So, obviously looking for the right opportunity, trying to get a couple extra kills there. We haven't spoken about bottom lane at all yet. Slock, as we were saying earlier, a bit of a traditionally slow hero to get going. He can get a couple kills early under the right situation, but he generally wants to be involved as quickly as possible, hence the aggressive items first. And as I say that, he's getting himself the Falcon Blade.
He's also going for Orb of Venom. Oh, top Blade Fury.
Yeah, there's the first Blade Fury that we were talking about. And Morana, still level 1. So no leaps available to her just yet. As Remedy finds himself... is that his kill number 2? No, it's his first kill. But he's been part of all 3 kills at the moment, so... doing himself quite well for the gold so far. Highest on the net worth, just been surpassed by Windrunner mid.
Yeah, Windrunner has pretty much won this lane if you look at the mana between the two different heroes. He hasn't had to use a lot, whereas Viper has just been casting spells left, right, and center, which you don't really want to do until your spells get to a high enough level.
Sure.
Leash
If
coming
you
in
look
from
at the
bot.
net worth as well. Oh, there's a nice arrow on top lane as well. So we've got a little bit of action across the map at the moment. Bottom lane, a slight fight as CBTU is busy running away. He will get damaged a bit, but looks like he's just going to be able to survive. In top lane, there was a nice arrow that caught Jug there, but didn't quite give them the opportunity they probably were looking for. Moran
Yeah.
is still looking for that level 2.
One of the things that
He has the leap at least, so no more easy food.
yeah, one of the things that we haven't really talked about is this lane bottom for Dire. They have the Aether Remnant from Void Spirit that drags people in a certain direction, and then Rubik can throw you in even further. So they can drag you into the tire range quite easily, which is what happens to Slark.
Okay. Yeah, I know. It's a nice little lane combination there. It's not the most ridiculous kill potential, unless a mistake is made, by the side of Murloc.
I do like the aggression coming out from the mids, though. Both of them going low several times here, having a very region.
I was going to say there, Rosa on the Windrunner, he actually decided for some reason to stand in the Nether Toxin, but basically the full duration. It took about 3/4 of his health away. But he did have the salve on hand, so maybe a bit of a calculated decision there, trading the damage, because he's got the pot anyway, so he might as well use it as Faka finds himself the double damage. And oh no! He gets stolen by Ski Hound out of nowhere. The Rubik pulling a bit of a clutch play there, because Windrunner needed that for her bottle charges, but not just that. We were talking earlier about the attack advantage.
Ooh, B needs to be careful here. He's going down.
Top lane B. Nice little chase down there from Marana. 1 or 2 last hits should be able to do it as he used the Fairy Fire, but no, he's dead. Yeah. Cute little Fairy Fire, but ultimately the speed bonus from the leap, and if she needed to, she had 1 left as well on Blink Blank, so that was always going to happen at that point.
Meanwhile,
the Major is getting low though at bottom. They are trying to find him, but can't quite find him. That double damage on Ski Hound, putting on one hell of a thing here. I love the spray that is in this lane. Who put that down? That is fantastic.
A bit of an oops coming out from B. He cancelled his TP, so he's initiating a walk of shame back to the lane.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. That, let's be honest, this, everyone's done that in Dota. Remedy needs to be a bit careful here. He's thrown out the healing ward, and they took a little bit too long to get rid of it. I don't know if they would have gotten the kill, but they probably should have tried to get rid of it a bit early on there.
Yeah.
Bottom lane, bit of a fight breaking out between the two here. They're going on Ski Hound. Will they be able to get this one last hit on him? It looks like the C decided he doesn't want any more part of this, but Imbanoob, he wants to hunt a little bit more. Ski Hound has used a pot though, so he's going to be getting a little bit more high on health there. As top lane, this seems to have evened out here.
Yeah, that was the Inkswell Blade Fairy combo that we were talking about.
Right, but no, yeah, Imbanoob goes down for his troubles. Eventually, he hung around a little bit too long, and eventually they were just able to hunt him down and bring him.
Yeah. One of the things we haven't really discussed is whenever Viper comes back into mid, he gets pushed back by Windrunner.
Yeah.
But he is definitely winning on last hits. He's just been farming the 2 camps on the sides.
Yeah, but his net worth is still slightly behind because of those early kills that Wind got. It's not by much. It's about 100 net worth behind. And Viper making the most use as we miss ourselves a bottom lane. Void Spirit very, very out of position there. He was down right in the jungle there. They managed to hunt him down and get him. And there's our first Agi stack on slot.
Oh, Omni Slash coming out top. He got very lucky bounces. Onto
he's going to be trying to chase Chax down here. He does have the Burrow Strike available if he needs to get out. And yeah, there's the spin. But he managed to get back into range here. He managed to dodge the swell though. So he's juking, he's bobbing, he's weaving, and Remedy now seems to be the one who's in trouble here. An arrow is out on the way, but it's not going to quite connect. As in the background, they do manage to bring down the Keystroke. Sand King taking advantage of the situation. But Remedy, he's just going to get out with his face boots.
And while that was all happening, Windrunner did a TP bot and focus fire down the Slark.
Right.
Just before he hit level 6.
aggression in bursts. It seems like as one team starts getting some aggression going, the other team uses the fact that TPs aren't available to try and push aggression in another lane. So a little bit of a back and forth, which is nice.
Yeah.
So there's a definite kill advantage for Exdee at the moment, but just due to the net worth on Viper, like you were saying earlier, as B's courier gets killed there by Mirana. Very nice. So what I was going to say is the loss hitting and now the objectives as well seem to be keeping the net worth very, very similar, as there's only a 1k in it at the moment. Top lane, here comes the spin. The silence is now available, and the chase down, they're going to be able to just bring him down. Yeah. No, so the Sand King has a way out, but once he gets silenced, it's a bit of an awkward one. I do think if he had just stopped for a second, attacked the silence twice, because he stopped and only attacked it once and then started panicking a bit. I feel like if he'd gone for the second attack, he might have been able to make it. As on bottom, again, the fighting continues in this lane, as it looks like they might be able to turn on biceps a little bit now, but no. The damage, too much.
Resonant Pulse giving him that shield, that absorption shield is just so good.
I don't think it would have mattered. The damage was too much anyway. Yeah, it would have taken, even without that, it would have taken a few more to kill him, and he was just too low. Oh my goodness, this top lane is just starting to get a little bit out of control now for the side of Exdee. We were just saying now that as Chak's running into the trees, they have dropped he can see him! Oh no! That is just so awful. That was a sentry ward.
He killed him in the vision window. That's insane.
Oh, that is so awful. This lane is just becoming unpleasant. As a beautiful arrow comes out, no. Remedy, he's going to be very, very low. There's one more attack. We'll be able to bring him down. Fling flang. Bringing something back to this off lane.
Ending that dominating kill streak.
That is a nice little bonus goal there. And as a support, to get something like that early on, a little bit of a misplay from Remedy. I mean, he must have seen that arrow coming from a while away, surely. As we're using
Mirana
ult. Try and get a bit of a fight in on bottom lane. They know it's happening though, because Slark was fighting the creeps. Oh, Courier just walked straight under. They knew he was there, but they carried on walking the Courier underneath it.
Maybe hoping to bait him, but then he just ultied, got the Courier, and carried on running.
Carried on walking. All right then.
Speaking of items, both of the mids have actually gotten really good neutral items for them. Oh, as I say that, Viper gives the keen optic to someone else, but Windrunner has the fairy trinket.
Yeah, fairy trinket's a very, very nice item. I personally think fairy trinket is too strong to be level 1.
Smoke coming in from bot. Viper needs to be careful here.
It's B, Scarehound, and Biceps. So they're going to be a couple. This should just be an easy kill, as they all just descend on him. 4-on-1. I think that was predetermined before it even started.
Yeah, they have an insane initiation.
But semi-importantly, Rosa managing to be the one who gets that. As Fling Flang, you need to be a bit careful there. The Biceps are ready to flex. Thank you, I'll be here all week.
Maelstrom coming up from Windrunner, so she's going to be doing a lot of damage with her ult.
Yeah. This is one of the regular builds at the moment now. It's either that or the early MKB, depending on the game. But yeah. And this one also just helping out the team a lot more, whereas the other one tends to be a lot more a one-on-one item. This is much better for the overall.
For the team fight, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, Nether Toxin from Rubik. That ticking damage is quite nice to have.
Oh, I didn't actually know you could steal Nether Toxin as an orb effect.
You can if he's using Q to cast it.
Oh, excuse me. Oh. Huh. No, wait. Nether Toxin is the one he throws on the floor. What are we talking about? What the fuck? What are you doing? I'm sorry, I can't brain right now. It has the dumbs.
Indeed.
There's a Void Spirit being thrown out in the bushes here.
That Aether Remnant is so annoying.
They're going to be wanting to go in on here. Biceps is near. He has the escape to be able to get away as Rosalie gets picked up by Jug. They do have vision now, so it looks like this little gank is, yeah, it's over before it started. As Windrunner is here now, there's a power shot. Won't hit anything just yet, but it will also give them aversion. As it looks like Biceps is now moving forward. He wants to try and hunt them out.
Oh,
They dust him. They have dusted him, and just a couple more attacks should be able to bring him down. As B will get the kill there. He needs to be a bit careful though, going under fling flang. No, Rose is there, and he's ready to help. But no, with the help from B on the backline, they're going to be able to save the life at the last second there of the Void Spirit. B might just pay with his life.
Maybe.
He's running away from Crips. He has 17 health. And he's just going to walk away.
Zeus ult now.
Yeah, so it's a 2 for 0 situation. But that really could have turned on its head if Viper had gotten there just a few seconds earlier. So the kills really starting to stack up now for Exdee.
Yeah, this is the moment where you need to farm up some items for a power spike, and then try and take a 5-man fight against split up XD. If you're in Murloc's position.
But again, I'd like to say 10 kills ahead, but only 3k behind is a very respectable place to be. This Viper definitely punching above his weight at the moment.
We need to be careful though.
Yeah. They know that he's the trouble at the moment, so it looks like they're wanting to make a move on this bottom lane. This tower's only at quarter health. It should be easy enough to finish off. Ogre really needs to not be around here. All it'll take is a couple seconds as this tower should be just dead. They're going to use the fortification to kill a bit of time.
No, they're going on him.
Jumping forward, he will be able to get that huge initiation range that we were talking about, that Void Spirit definitely is able to bring with the lift and the drop, and it looks like with the Nether Toxin and one last power shot to finish off the deal.
Interesting build for skills coming out for Windrunner. She's not getting any of her talents.
Oh, it's okay. As we have a 1-for-1 trade busy happening with the towers on both sides. Viper needs to be careful here in mid lane though. They have pinged him out. He has a haste, and that's pretty much the only way he could have survived that. So
he also has Blade Fury, so if they do go on him, they need to make sure that they can't be turned around on.
I think you mean Blade Mail.
Yeah, Blade Mail, sorry.
Oh, it looks like there was a backdoor busy going on here. A sudden initiation on Farka out of nowhere, but here's what you're talking about. That Blade Mail immediately paying some dividends here. He will go down to Rosa in the middle in the end anyway, but it looks like he'll be able to turn around, get one last attack on Rubik, and he does go down. But this is starting to get very, very nasty for Murloc as they lost 3 there. And Marana DCing in the middle of the fight.
Rest easy, child.
South African Dota.
Yep. If they want to do some crazy stuff right now, they can actually fight this with the Blink Dagger coming in from Sand King. He can blink in, stun both the Void Spirit and the Windrunner, and then Slark has his ult. But it's going to be quite risky.
I mean, if he catches Void and Windrunner, his ult is for free. There's nothing to stop that.
But the other issue is Juggernaut's ult is up.
Yeah.
And they do have a sentry ward right there, so...
Right. Yeah. They have 2 sentry wards right there, actually. So they were very much ready for this. As Slark needs to be careful. His ult is available. But here comes the Sand King ult. He's going to be able to blink across, and there's a lot of damages. Just the Void Spirit all the way down. Rosa just makes it out with his life. So very nice little turnaround there from Chax out of nowhere. And somehow, in a fight where they went, it looked like they were just losing everything. They've somehow managed to decrease the gold lead.
Yeah. Well, these bounty runes are doing something to mitigate that a bit, but looking at items coming out, Void Spirit is getting the Yules, which is just... It's a disgusting combo.
Yeah, no, it's the combo for him. Especially if you're an off-lane Void.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yep.
Viper going for E-Blade.
E-Blade Viper. Okay. I mean, at this point, a lot of the damage coming out from Exdee is physical.
Yep.
I would say the majority of what they're going to be doing this game late game will be physical damage. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So you
What
can also save people at range.
Yeah.
So if someone gets Omni Slash, you just E-Blade that guy, and he's just useless.
I'm actually looking at the items coming out as Rubik needs to be careful here.
Yeah, just easy kill there. Easy as you like for C on this Draco. Rose being a little bit brave. I think if Murloc knew how far away support was, they would have gone at him.
Yeah, but when you don't have vision, you have to play safely.
Yeah, no, as far as they were concerned, the rest of the team were right behind.
Yeah. Looking at the items coming out from Murloc, I really like the double Yules on Sand King and Mirana.
Right. So everyone being ready for the juggle. I gotta say, Murloc, I am very, very impressed by their game so far. I mean, they are 10 kills behind, but they just seem to be able to make things work for them at the moment. As they are on the hunt by the looks of it. Mirana ult being used.
But they know the Mirana ult is being used because Slark revealed it.
B is busy doing a nice little ballet here with FICA damage, and now FICA is panicking a little bit because he only sees B at the moment. He goes, there's no way he's alone. And while he might not have been correct immediately, he isn't anymore. And so here comes the rest of Exdee coming to try and back him up. The vision here is insane. Everyone is just walking past each other, but they don't see each other. And there comes the Yules into the Remnant. This should just be an easy kill on Fling Flang. He manages to triple leap away. The dancing shoes are ready, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful arrow through in the back of the Rose there. And here comes a proper big old team fight as Chax manages to get his ult off. But there comes the Omni Slash, and he's just going to be able to rip through all three of them. And that is 3 for none. And a fight that looked like it might actually be going Murloc's way for a change gets brutally ripped away.
That was 2,800 damage coming out from Omni Slash.
Jeez.
I'll need to look it up because I'm certain that his Omni Slash doesn't do that much damage. It had to have been from the Soulbind.
Oh, we're gonna have to go with what Techman says.
Yep, for now.
He is the one who doesn't pay our bills after all.
Oh. Techman was not happy with that.
Well, I you know, like, as bad as that fight went, Murloc still definitely have a hold on this game.
Yeah, they still have a way in, especially with all the Yules coming out.
It's actually just that all of that net worth swing is in Juggernaut, basically, because he killed everything.
Yeah. The nice thing about Yules is if you catch a Juggernaut or Wind, outside of any magic invulnerability that they have, BKB for Wind, Blade Fury for Juggernaut, you can remove them from fights for about 6 seconds.
Nice little kill going on there. And mid lane, they managed to catch him out of control. And then now Void Spirit top lane is being gone on by Slark. He needs to try and jump away here. He has one more available, but no one else around to help at the moment. So
Slark going for Sanjin Yasha. Sanjin Yasha is coming really back in as an item to go to.
I mean, you say that. Look at Jug. When was the last time you saw a Juggernaut called Sanjin Yasha with a Maelstrom, and that's it?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's coming really back in, but it helps so much with the status resist.
Yeah, no, and especially in a game like this where both sides, more specifically the side of Murloc, the amount of stuns and status effects that are lying around, it definitely makes sense. So, I know I keep saying it, but Murloc really are not out of this. Someone who's watching the game without the help of the net worth difference might think that this is something a bit scary. As BKB and double damage on Winder, they need to be so careful here. But there's the Ghost Scepter, able to start off immediately, and Divisive jumps in the middle of everybody, but he immediately gets held down. No, they were able to stop the Sand King ult out of nowhere. The silence holding everybody still for now, and that's all 3 of them will be going down. And you have to think Imber Noob's going to be following, as they're just going to lock this one out.
Holy crap, the Fade Bolt bounce from the Soulbind.
That really... Yeah. That That really was the fight that could have been for Murloc. It started off looking so good, but the reactions from the supports on the side of Exdee just too good.
Yeah, now they're gonna get a Roche out of it, and they're gonna push this into a tower.
Yeah, straight into the Roche pit. Yep. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, so Mr. Tech guy in the background who doesn't pay our bills has just told us that the Omni Slash with the math, without Maelstrom, does a 2,000 damage at the moment. So that's it's a lot more with Maelstrom involved.
Yeah, it's quite insane. Especially if he gets any attack speed buffs. One of the favorite combos a while back was to pick Invoker with Juggernaut and Alacrity him as he Omni Slashed.
Well, B and Fling Flang having a little bit of a face-off here, but unable to really do anything about it. Mirana ult being used is in top lane. They're trying to find Biceps again, but they will be able to on the backline get Juggernaut the first time down. Did he try and TP? His TP's on cooldown. He's not going to be able to go anywhere here. They're just going to be able to lock him down and kill him. That is huge.
It went on one of the, like, not the worst hero, but it went on Sand King, so it's not as bad as it could have been.
I mean, kills is a kill is a kill is a... Oh, yeah, it could have been worse. But, bloody hell. That is a big mistake from the side of Exdee. Maybe getting a little bit too cocky with their current situation.
Yeah, it is past 20 minutes, so we're going to have to watch out for any Aghanim shards being picked up. I know it's not a popular item, but still.
On certain people, it can be quite huge. I know the Sand King one can be quite strong.
Dire's bottom
Tech guy says otherwise. I just got an ear in my ear hole that says no.
It's fun more than good for most of them.
Okay, fair enough. As bottom lane, we have a little bit of a fight starting into the... oh my goodness.
God.
But, Jesus. The combination of the damage just making Mirana disappear.
Into a
I think the cool kids would say she is now Miranant. Fucker damage, finding himself a little bit out of position here as the blink forward will be able to catch him out, and this should just be a formality here as he gets finished off. Slock, however, trying to catch B on the backline here, will get slowed down by the Yules. Oh, okay. Oh, that was a Yules from Biceps. Interesting. Yeah. Yep. I think that at that point they just wanted to get out, so it wouldn't have made a difference. Did Viper live?
Viper lived.
How the fungus?
The Windrunner.
I don't know how young the kids are that are watching this, so I'm not going to finish the sentence I was going to say.
Did one last love tap before she GTFO'd, so.
Radiant are scanning.
Huh. I don't know how Viper lived there. That is insane. That is the power of Viper, I guess. He is surprisingly difficult to kill. Especially when you have the Ghost Scepter. And it is not far away from being a full E-Blade now. Yeah. And you have to think that that's going to be a fairly big boost in the power of the team. Yeah, the goal difference is starting to get a little bit out of control as Windrunner manages to find the slot, but he will get the Dark Pact off in time. Here comes the chase down. They're going to be able to hold him down with the Remnant as the rest of Exdee are now here. But there's another Dark Pact managing to get him out of trouble again. And it looks like they're happy to just run away.
Yeah, just disengage.
On both sides, though. Because on one side, you got the Slug who's fairly low and a couple the Mirana ult already used. And on Exdee, they had already also expended a fair amount to try and get to him in the first place.
The Ags is out from Void Spirit, so he does have silence.
Okay.
And
Juggernaut just got his Ags too.
Swift Slash. Yeah. Nothing personal, kid.
I gotta say, the survivability of the two main cores on Murloc is really starting to show itself, though. where a couple engagements in a row from Exdee Gaming just do not go as planned because it just takes too long or expends too many abilities. That being said, this bottom tier 2 going down without much of a fight.
Yep.
But it
Chuck.
looks like they want to try and they're going to try and get their own one in top lane. There's a double damage on Slark. So if a fight does start,
Considering one of these teams have a Windrunner and a Jug, I would.
Grimstroke being in very alone at the moment. That
is
There's the arrow being thrown forward. We'll just whiff on everybody though. I've got to say, B just has big old metal testicles hanging between those knees because he just single-handedly scared the entire Radiant team away there.
Yeah, sometimes if you just fake confidence, it can work.
I'm going 1v5 against all of you to make you guys think I'm not alone. As Remnant will be thrown out, there's a combo. Will they be able to bring down the Zoga Major? With 1 or 2 more right clicks, they will be able to do.
Yep. They're now looking for more.
Windrunner and Jug going way in deep there to try and cut off anybody, but Murloc are definitely French.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I just
The
want
art
to say,
of running away is strong.
yes.
Radiant's top tower.
I just want to say, if you try that trick in your pub games, where you TB in and show confidence, that's when the
You are
enemy
going to die.
yeah, that's when the enemy teams are gonna have wards and be like, "What are you doing?" and slap you down.
They'll either have wards or they'll just be too stupid to think further than, oh, this is a support, easy kill.
Yeah, I see here. I hit here. I see creep. I hit creep.
In the immortal words, who was it? Was that Toby one? I think it was Toby one.
I think it was Toby. Yeah.
Immortal words. Everyone likes to think we have great plans and strategies, but ultimately in pub games, it's I see hero, I hit hero, I see creep, I hit creep. And that's just the way it is.
Well, they're gonna go for a base trade again.
These base trades, they worked well for them the first 2 times they did it. But you have to start getting to the point where you cut your losses and understand this isn't working anymore.
Yeah, the net worth is looking scary.
Yeah, 10k net worth lead now as they're going to be able to do a little bit of damage to checks, but they don't commit. The rest of the team is here though. They should be able to deny this tower. Yeah, they can. You're going to have to deny that a bit quicker, guys. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
Whenever, there we go. Okay.
Meanwhile, Slark is like, whatever's happening there, I'm glad it's not my problem.
That's what I have a team for. To be fair, I've been there a few times. It was like, you know what, guys? Can I actually do anything there?
Yeah.
My team looks at the enemy team, looks at me, looks at the enemy team, looks at me. No, you can't farming.
Oh.
The arrow flown out. Nice follow up. Forced off there. Not the play, but Jasmine using his BKB at the moment to try and hold it down. But now it looks like they might be able to catch Shotgun. No, he BKBs and manages to ult in time, and he's just going to turn around and take B down with the Dark Pact. And he will be able to slow down Juggernaut in the meantime. Arrow being thrown, but it will just go into the spinning Juggernaut. Woo!
That was a good fight, though, for Murloc.
Murloc managing to pull a nice little bit of a trick out of that hat.
And Slark gets a ward. Nice.
Oh, yes! That is what every carry just dreams of. Look at me de-warding. I am Slark here, me de-ward.
It's 200 gold. Don't knock it.
Yeah, it's not full 200 gold though, because you have to buy your own sentry ward for 75, so it's only 125. And
Yeah,
in
but
the
he
time it
didn't
took you to do that...
He didn't buy his own ward, though. It's just a free 200 gold for him.
There we go.
Oh, really?
Get wrecked, scrub.
Well, no, he did get the gold, so he must have bought that sentry ward. Yeah, you're right. Oh,
Anyway,
well.
So the point is that could have been 3 last hits. I'm sure he lost more than 3 last hits during that time. I am not... I'm just being stingy. I'm going to drop this conversation now. Guys, just buy wards.
I'm just going to say, watching Mirana do triple leaps out is hilarious.
And also not good for your health, as Viper will just get destroyed.
Yeah, he E-bladed while he was getting Blade Furied, and Windrunner was charging a power shot.
That is not the play. Well, here's in this particular game, really not the worst thing ever. I mean, when you have a Windrunner going on your teammate and the Juggernaut Omni slashing him at the same time, you E-blade the guy, and it's just good. And then Viper does enough magic damage that it doesn't cock block himself. So I don't know. There's definitely arguments to be made against it, but I also don't think it's the worst thing in the world in the context of this game specifically.
The problem is,
as B is busy going on a de-warding mission straight out of sentient beings themselves. So it doesn't catch the sentry ward. Look at the AoE on that. Just click on the ward and zoom in on how close it is to the other sentry ward.
Holy crap.
What the hell? It's easier if you click on the radiant one. And that is like one range difference. As Dire looking at
another
the once again. This time will be a cheese as well. Aegis going on Juggernaut, I'd assume. I went on him last time, and he seems to be the one in the front line all the time.
Yeah, he's moved his wand. He's taking Aegis.
Okay.
The problem
The
with
lack of efficiency. What would you think about? What you could have done with that 3 extra damage from those attributes you just lost?
One of the things to think about though about this E-blade on Viper is, yeah, it's a good idea for your team, and you can also do magic damage with it. But I don't know. It's a lot of gold. I would have preferred Mjolnir, to be honest.
On Viper.
On Viper, yeah.
Mm. Yep. Oh, right, there we go. Okay, so Mr. Techman, who doesn't pay our bills, just let us know that the E-blade should also be a bit of an assistance as far as finishing off Void goes. Because when Void Spirit uses his shield, it blocks all physical damage, but the E-blade goes through that. And he's an Agi hero, so the stats really are not that bad.
Yeah. My response to that, though, is, you know what also does magic damage? Mjolnir procs.
Mjolnir, yeah. Fair play. I mean, you get damage and attack speed. Hey! Okay.
It's not a lot of armor, but still. I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
Fair enough. As there's the Yules, able to get away there. This Marana has his dancing shoes on today.
Yeah.
Holy crap. He has... Bloody hell. He's died 8 times. Don't get me wrong. But, like, the situations he's managed to find himself out of is top lane. We find a fight on fire damage and, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, the answer to someone who has an answer to your abilities is just to not let them use that answer.
Yeah.
Bottom, they managed to find Remedy out of position here, but it's not going to matter as they're going to be able to use Swift Slash. Quite a lot of damage used there on the Sand King. He's going to be able to yield himself off now, but there's the Shackle. The Force Staff managing to pull him far enough away that nothing more can be done.
Buyback from Viper, 18k net worth lead. This is looking scary.
Yeah, no, they've been doing very, very well up until now, but they really are going to start having to pull the white rabbit out of the hat here.
Yeah, the problem is...
Wrong team. Sorry. I've just been told we're not watching WRG at the moment.
Yeah.
What game is this?
Omni
Slash jumps into the middle of everybody. He will be able to... Oh, no, there's the Yules. They will be able to save Sand King for now, but one more power shot will be able to finish him off. Slock wanting to try and 1v1 here, but I don't think it's going to matter. This is just starting to turn into an absolute rout now, as Murloc just trying their best to get back in the base, but it's just not going to work here. Rose there, he's got his own game. It's a beautiful shackle to catch both of them in the base there. But now, the only two surviving, and this game is looking everything but over now.
Yeah. They still need to push through the base, but with the heroes they have, that shouldn't take too long.
Yeah, and they still have the Aegis on Juggernaut at the moment. Can I talk about the double null talismans on the side of Exdee?
Wait.
Slock definitely playing. We have null talisman on both Juggernaut and Windrunner as he manages to get his ult off at just the last second, and they are delaying fairly well for now.
I think you mean Nullifier, but yes.
Nullifier. That's not Null Talisman. Nullifier, the big one.
Yes, the big one.
The nasty null one, not the small null one.
Not the worst Wraith brand. Oh,
no!
on the-
My goodness, the damage is insane. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Is this game is one mistake from being over, and there's the mistake. I think Slock will buy back. They do not want to give this game up easy.
Dyer's top
Yeah, they just don't want this to snowball into another lane of racks. But I'm pretty sure
But
if
on that
Exdee took
same-
the fight, they
on
would
that
win.
same
Oh,
note, and now they. Sand King making the mistake, and Windrunner is not about to let this mistake go down without a problem. And
double
no,
telekinesis.
that
No,
should
that's
just be
over.
a dial back on Slock, and this game is over now. That is a 5-man warp. And now it's the formalities.
Whoa, hold on. Ogre still has buyback.
Oh no! And Viper's alive. And that feigned surprise.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
No, surely
Dyer's
not.
top tower is under attack.
He doesn't have the attack damage.
Where is he? What is he doing? Oh! Oh, that is great. It's not gonna work, but it is great.
The tips coming out. Oh, and he's Sand King stuns.
No, he didn't kill the tower. The tower didn't even die. Yet. One more attack. No! One more! No! God, he couldn't finish it off. But the Ancient's still getting picked down here. Arrow?
Look at that ancient. That is a beefy boy.
He double on the Ancient. The Ancient is now bloodlusted. Look out, everybody. The attack speed of the Ancient is now being increased by 60 as the game crawls to an end.
All I can say is I really wish this was Dota Ember. With that bloodlust on the ancient.
All right. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed that game. We will be finding ourselves game 2 coming up fairly shortly. We're having a quick 10-minute break. But yeah, we'll be seeing you soon. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed. Go grab yourself a coffee. If you don't like coffee, grab yourself a tea. If you don't like tea, what's wrong with you?
Puffy's going to come in and push him here. He's going to find him. Unfortunately, not going to find